Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's segment of Beauty Darlings, I'm going to be showing you a makeup tutorial of how I get my long wear stay put makeup. This makeup I wear for events, when I'm shooting, when I'm doing YouTube, just because I don't get flashback and it does not move. So if you're interested in finding how I get this look, please keep watching. Alright, so first things first, we have to prep the skin. And I like to prep before the prime. So I'm already moisturized and I have my sunscreen on, and I fell in love with this product by Benefit. It's called the Pore Professional, or the Pore Professional? Oh, Professional. Okay, play on words. But it mattifies and still keeps you moisturized, so you don't have that crazy overcast. So we're gonna put that on first before we prime. And it's nice and cooling. I like to keep this in my fridge. It just is a nice way to refresh your skin and get it ready for the primer. Then we go in with my favorite primer, which is Makeup Forever's Step 1, and this is in the mattifying version. They have about like 4 or 6 different kinds of primers, color correcting, anti-aging for redness, but this is for the oily girls. Raise your hand if you're oily. This is for us, okay? So I like to put this on generously, and my trick is I also prime my eyebrows, because in the middle of the day, if I don't prime my eyebrows, like my tail will be missing. Like you'll just see like half the eyebrow. And I mostly put this primer on my T-zone and in my laugh lines, because we did turn 30 this year and we have laugh lines. And this will just help fill the lines in so that your makeup doesn't crease. And then, yes, I use 2 primers, because primers do different things. I have primers to mattify, and I have oily skin, but like on the sides I kind of have like normal. So I go in with Tarte's Clean Slate Poreless, and this just helps smooth out the rest of my face. Alright, so the next step is going to seem a little weird, but I promise you this is going to work. Especially if you are oily or if you need your makeup to stay on for a long time, you need to set your primer. And I set it with some translucent powder. And we're going to be using Laura Mercier, her translucent powder, and she came out with a darker version. This was in my May favorites video, and I have been using it non-stop. It works so great. So we're going to set the primer with this. And I take some MAC Fix It Plus and I spray a makeup sponge. Just air it out. You need to let it dry, but not so dry, because obviously you need to pick up the product. But this is gonna let the powder like melt into your skin and then not just sit on top of your skin. Because I know the concept of putting powder on before liquid sounds crazy, but it just works. So just trust me, just keep watching. You're gonna press that into the skin. I'm gonna look crazy, guys, but it's all for the final product. Okay, I'm done. That's it, guys. No, obviously not. Next, I do my brows. So I'm taking a NYX Professional Eyebrow Pencil in dark brown, and I was just talking with Natalie about this, that eyebrow pencils are that one product I feel like you can go cheaper on, because as long as you find something that's good, like a good waxy consistency, you don't have to spend $20 on a pencil. Because I spent money on the expensive ones and I tried the cheaper ones, and I honestly, I can't really tell a difference. So this one has a spoolie on the end, so we're just gonna brush up and out. And I must say this before, I have, my eyebrows don't like each other. They're like evil twin sisters. So this one went to college, got a job, you know, got married, had kids, has a dog, real like steady, like you can trust her. This one's still partying, doesn't know like how to get her life together, has a, you know, lower back tattoo. That's this eyebrow, okay? If you have a lower back tattoo, I don't want to offend anybody, but you understand. But the reason why my eyebrows are so crazy, one's crazier than the other, is because when I was like around like 5 years old, I was watching my dad shave in the mirror, and I was like, I want to do that, and I don't have any other hair on my face. No, at 5. Today's another story. But at 5, I didn't have any other hair on my face except my eyebrows, so I decided to shave off my eyebrow, and immediately, oh my gosh, this is a mistake. So I didn't shave the other one, but I had to go to school for a good like 6 months with a penciled in eyebrow, and it never grew back the same. So anyway, I digress. So here we go. Okay, she's actually not acting too funny today. We'll see. We'll see how she does when I clean her up. We brush them up and out, get that all blended, and then I use Maybelline's Brows Precise Volume Fiber Volumizer. So it kind of helps thicken your eyebrows by attaching these little tiny hairs. So now it's time to clean up on aisle 5, and I'm using also NYX's concealer. It's in a jar. The color is Nutmeg. I've been using this concealer forever, and I tried other. I just love it. I just use my finger to blend it out. She's coming along. She's getting there. So now we're gonna clean up on top of the eyebrow. The foundation that I'm using today is NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and I had this foundation forever and I forgot about it, and I started recently reusing it again, and I'm like, this is bomb. I don't know why I never used it before. I'm wearing the color Benares. It's very watery, but I always mix my foundations, so I do a couple of squirts. I don't like that word. Squirt. Pump. A couple of pumps. And then I also mix it with my L'Oreal Infallible. This is just the matte master. Like, it mattifies everything. So I mix those together. I take a flat brush, like so, and I spritz it with MAC Fix It Plus. Air it out. Air it out. New dance. New dance. THAMARR came up with it. Up top. Take your time with this one. I spend most of my time on my brows. After my brows are done, everything else is pretty quick. Such a good girl, this one. Ugh, this one. In a perfect world, I'll have even eyebrows. But if you're looking at my eyebrows so close, you're too close, okay, first of all. And I also bring it on my lid and blend it up with that concealer. And let me just remind everyone, I am not a makeup artist. This is just what I do. So please don't come at me like, you're not supposed to do that, you're not supposed to do this. Everyone to each his own. This is just what I do. And I'm always changing how I'm doing my makeup, so I'm probably gonna have a different technique of doing it in 6 months. So next, we are gonna use the rest of this foundation and just plop it on my face. And I'm taking a flat brush and do a little squirt and stipple this baby. All one color now. So next thing is concealer. And we are concealing with my favorite concealer, Tarte Shape Tape. I've been using different ones, but I always keep coming back to this one because I love the applicator. That's what gets me. Because it's nice and big and it goes on thick and it's full coverage, and that's what mama needs. So I learned this trick from another YouTuber, Jackie Ina. I love her, she's so funny. But she says the longer you let your concealer like sit and dry, the bigger the color payoff. So I don't let it sit for too long, but just enough. But the longer you let it sit, the brighter the highlight will be. So we're gonna go in with another beauty triangle, makeup triangle. Spritz that with some Fix It Plus. What we gonna do? You should say air it out if you didn't catch that, because that's the phrase of the day, air it out. So it's nothing crazy, it's just a little bright. Like, I'm not trying to look like those like Instagram makeup artists. That's not the look I'm going for. Just a little. So I'm gonna still let my under eye concealer sit, and I'm gonna go ahead and mark up for contour. And I'm using Bobbi Brown's foundation stick in Espresso. Instant Naomi Campbell. Not really, but. And funny thing, I don't contour my nose. I've never mastered that, so I'm just leaving it alone. Like, and that's cool. So I'm taking a contour brush, and the trick with my contour, like I stipple and like kind of go forward, like up with the motion. And we are going to set with that Laura Mercier translucent powder. I go through Fix It Plus a lot, if you can't tell, because I'm always spritzing something. And I think it's just a great way to bring back the natural look of your skin back to your skin when you're wearing makeup, because obviously, like, you don't want to look like super caked on, but this, it just, when my face is feeling really dry and tight because of all the products I'm using to mattify, it's like going back and forth, like mattify, moisturize, so. She's coming together. She's coming together. Okay, and now I'm gonna set my, what is this called? Contour with my CoverGirl from the Queen collection, Queen Latifah's line. This is Ebony Bronzer. Now if this seems like a lot, ladies, remember this is not my everyday slay. This is like for long wear. Like, so this is like my makeup for when I'm shooting, if I have a long event to go to. This is not like my everyday makeup. I think I'll maybe do another video if you guys like want to see that. But this is like when I do like events, YouTube, when I'm shooting and things like that, when I need it to stay on. So that's why all these products. We're taking my Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the color Nutmeg. So this is just gonna help blend all the powders that we have so I don't look crazy. So next we can play with some color. And the most color I wear, honestly, is only on my cheeks. Like, I don't wear eye color because I always do a cat eye. But this is my favorite blush. It's by MAC, Love Thing. And I'm using m.o.t.d makeup brushes. This one's Get Cheeky with it. So it helps you to know what brush to use if you're not like a professional makeup artist. It has like these cute little names, like, so that you know which brush to use. I like blush, so I kind of go on. I feel like I can get away with it because like skin color, but maybe not. I don't know. Like, is that just something I just made up in my head? People are like, THAMARR, stop with the blush. I'm like, I love me some blush. Okay. And then everyone's favorite part, highlight. Hello. We are going to be using Cheeky Bronze by MAC, and it's a pretty rose gold. I just started probably using this in the last 6 months. This was also in my favorites video, but before that I was using like, what's that, like Milani, and I was using that forever. A little swirl, a little tap, and then we're just gonna put a little bit, that's a lie. We're gonna put a lot on there because we love a highlight. Give myself a little button nose. Hey highlight, how you doing? Next up, I always say a little prayer before, because now we're doing eyeliner. And people always like, oh my gosh, THAMARR, how do you do your look at eyeliner? It's a miracle every single time. Can I tell you that? And if it isn't a miracle, we have Q-tips to fix them. Make our own miracle. So this is the one that I use. Everyone asks me like, what do you use? NYC liquid eyeliner. It costs $2. I've tried the really expensive stuff. I tried the gel like stuff. This is just what I like to use. It's really simple for me. I do like, that's it. But practice, practice, practice. So what I do, I hold, after I say my prayer, hold my eyelid a little taut, and I'm gonna line the lid first. And make sure you have a generous amount of product on your brush. Oh Lord, I'm so nervous. Okay. And then we make the wing. When I get like a general like idea of what it's gonna look like, now I can like play with it. That's a lot of stress, but we'll fix her at the end because she's not quite perfect. Okay, now we're gonna clean these suckers up a little bit. More Fix It Plus. Q-tip. Make that sucker like a knife, honey. Now that I can kind of breathe again, because eyeliner stresses me out, let the eyeliner dry a little bit, and then I go and prime my eyelashes. I don't wear falsies because I don't know how to put them on. So this is why you have to wait to let it dry, because your eyeliner will try to play you. For primer, I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Voluminous. Woo! Okay, primer. Coat them really, really well. Okay. Oh, I look crazy. Okay. And my favorite mascara, everybody's favorite mascara, Better Than Sex by Too Faced. It's amazing. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I don't put mascara on my bottom lashes. That's just me. I always end up looking like a raccoon. So I just don't. So we're almost done. Hang in there, guys. So now we are going to finish it off with a red lip. I'm using Gerard Cosmetics matte lipstick in Immortal, and this is a beautiful red. I know I did a favorite red lipstick, and I totally forgot to add this one on because this is so pretty. Dry it out. That's the other dance. We are almost done, not quite, but this is the last step. We gotta set our makeup because we worked so hard on getting this face. We need it to last. So I'm using Urban Decay's The Slick Makeup Setting Spray, and this is the oil control version. Apply generously. And we're gonna air it out. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. This is what I do when I have my long events, like photo shoots, and this does not move. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe because that's how you show you love me, okay? So subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay lovely. Bye.